Hi, everyone. This is a temporary video. I just want to announce that my novel series, The Crown and the Cage God, Book 1, Part 1, and Book 1, Part 2, both of these will be for sale. They're for sale now. They're always for sale, but they will be at sale price for sale, at discounted Black Friday price on Black Friday. And this isn't one of those like week long, Black Friday, they're like month long now, events where there's new deals. This is just on that one day, on actual Black Friday. You can pick up both books for, just just this like slenderest margin above manufacturing cost. I'll tell you all about the actual price soon, and you know where to find it. Like there's links everywhere. Nobody needs to be, instructed how to navigate the internet in 2025. But I'll explain all that in just a minute. First, a little bit of story time. Yesterday, I was sitting right here, and I had this conversation with an old friend of mine, Michael Bruno. And it's funny how quickly old friends, sort of like the new friendship just sort of ages into an elder, like it's 16 years it's been, and it just feels all of a sudden. I'm sure it doesn't feel that way to a 16-year-old, but to someone who's 45, that was fast. That 16 years happened really quickly. And we had this conversation. It was over Zoom, because he lives in Philadelphia, which is like almost 3,000, it's like 2,800 miles away or something like that from Stockton, California, where I live. But being as it was over Zoom, I recorded the conversation, and it ended up being over 4 hours. It was like 4 hours and 10 minutes or something like that. And the first couple of hours, that was just us complaining about work. We're both professors, and we were just exchanging our gripes about higher education. Nobody wants to listen to that, or it'd probably be like harmful to our careers if anybody actually listened to that. But a couple of hours in, we started talking about music and art and emotional connection and human relationships. And I'll package up some of that stuff. I'll take some excerpts from that and I'll post it here like I've done in the past in our previous Zoom conversations. If there was something relevant to this channel, I posted it here. But our last one of these was about a year ago. And you can find it online and watch it if you're interested. I think that was like 3 hours long or something. But the point of telling you this is this book, book 1, part 2 came out less than a year ago. And so he didn't know it existed. And so while we were talking, the topic of my books came up, and he went online and ordered it like during our conversation. Like he pulled up a tab and ordered it live, ordered the hardback. And I told him, like, look, it's on Black Friday. I'm gonna discount the price. And he's like, no. I want to support you. I want you to have a revenue source coming from. Like, let me just actually find the clip. I'll insert the clip here. I have the free time by structuring it this way to do projects that matter to me. My books, I don't know, the second one, there's no way I'd be able to work on these things if I was on campus Monday through Friday, just constantly, because that's just distractions. If I'm up in my office, it's just constant distractions, people wanting to talk about nothing.
You know what I'm doing live while we're doing this? Book 2. I got to get book 2.
Oh, nice. Wait until Thanksgiving. It'll be discounted. Actually, you know what? Let me just PayPal you the difference.
It's worth it. That way you're getting some revenue coming through the door. Here we go. The Crown and the Cage God, book 1, part 2. Here we go. Done. Just like that. Look at that. Proceed.
Well, thank you.
Absolutely. I don't want nothing. Done. I just got it.
Thank you.
Hard copy too. In addition, you know what else is in my cart over there? Which is a good segue for our chat.
So that was Bruno ordering the book, and it just makes me reflect on the meaning of a true friend, because I don't think it has anything to do with like a mutual worldview, online allies or like having shared interests or anything in common of that sort. I think it's about support. And there's this great line in Oscar Wilde's The Soul of Man. It's on the shelf, but actually April, another true friend, gave it to me. But it goes something like this. Anyone can sympathize with the suffering of a friend, but it requires a very fine nature, a true individualist, to sympathize with a friend's success. And that's exactly what Bruno does. I mean, he doesn't just wish people, wishes are cheap. Wishing somebody well is cheap and anyone can do it. Bruno participates, I mean, active, like financially in this case. I mean, there are a million ways to participate in this, and Bruno kind of enacts all of them as he kind of very sympathetically contributes to the success of his friends. And being as it's Thanksgiving, at least Thanksgiving season, so it's a time to be thankful. I am thankful for Bruno's increasingly old friendship. But anyway, my books, The Crown and the Cage God, Book One, Part One, Book One, Part Two. Both of these have Black Friday prices, and only Black Friday. That's the only day of the sale. I mean, I'll start the discount when the sun rises on New Zealand, and I'll end the discount as the sun sets on the last time zone, but only that day you'll be able to find the prices for the lowest that they'll be probably ever again, because the cost of printing increases just constantly it's increasing, and so it gets harder and harder to replicate Black Friday prices. But for this year, so the hardback for Book One, Part Two, it's going to be $19.41, because 1941 is the first year where Thanksgiving was that was the year it became an official federal holiday. But to be perfectly transparent here, the amount of money I make per sale on this book at that price is 8 cents. Not $8 or like 80 cents, or 8 cents per sale. So that's, I mean, truly the lowest price I can get this book out. I mean, not truly, I can lower it 8 cents. Now the first book, this one I can lower a little bit more because it's not as thick. There are fewer pages in this one, so printing costs are a little bit lower. And this one will be $17.89, which happens to be the first year, 1789, when George Washington issued his Thanksgiving Proclamation. So this is my attempt, not just at Black Friday affordability, but festivity at the same time. And the paperbacks, which I don't have sitting here, those will be marked down as well. So if you're a paperback reader, you can get those at a discounted price, but they won't be discounted as much as the hardbacks, because this is the version I would prefer to get into people's hands, where you can hold it and you can read this version. This version can be on your shelves. It's just prettier and it's better. Anyway, I will end there. I hope you have a wonderful Thanksgiving shared with very fine-natured friends and family members.